Hi guys, and welcome to the Essen studio for our first tournament review.
Yeah.
Warhammer World Heat 4. Boom.
Boom. Boom. Leave that there.
Mic drop.
Wow.
So, Shaggy here did a vlog about the whole event.
He did. He was very, very good.
He was very, very good.
So,
what we've done for this video is we're going to mix our reviews about what we actually did, what we actually performed with, what we actually took with Shaggy's awesome vlogging.
Yes, this is
awesome vlogging. I like that.
Yeah. So, to start off, we went to Heat 4 with a mission. Now, let's rewind a bit.
You too.
When the tickets came out,
yeah,
we all got tickets for Heat 1.
All.
And
we
for
got
Heat 1.
Yeah.
No, for Heat 1, me, Shaggy and Chris got tickets.
No. Originally, okay, so this is how it happened. Originally, when the tickets came out
we got Heat 4 tickets. Me and you got Heat 4 tickets.
Exactly, and no one else got anything.
And nothing.
Then we magically got Heat 1 tickets.
Yeah.
Because everyone was selling.
Yeah, everyone, which means us three and Chris as well.
Yes.
So we randomly started saying like, someone said he was going, then we managed to get another ticket, and suddenly we were 4.
Yep.
So we went to Heat 4. We did want to do we did want to vlog it, or we tried to vlog it, but we made some mistakes with like how we were positioning the camera, and look, we tested waters out. And
it was the first time.
So we learned from it, but we're all clear now. We know what we're doing, and this is now a proper video. Okay. So, and that first heat, me and Chris qualified, and they actually sadly didn't. I went with my really strong Eldar Lightock list, and Chris went with his Red Corsairs list.
Yes, he did.
Which is full of tricks. It's not ultra powerful when you see it, but it's full of tricks, and it works really, really well with the Warhammer World format. So, moving on to November now, or like a month ago, it was me and Shaggy that were going.
Yeah.
But then I went back and this guy here was looking for tickets for a month or more. But everybody wants to be at Heat 4 because it's the last of the heats. Everybody that hasn't qualified wants to qualify, so it's very, very difficult to actually get the tickets.
Yes.
So a couple of weeks prior to the event, I said, look, we still haven't booked flights. I've qualified already. Here's my ticket.
It was nice.
Go on a mission. And guys, try and qualify.
Yes.
No, it wasn't. There was no try. It was you must qualify.
Qualify or don't come back. That was the mission. That's what happened. They booked their flights. And they were off. They were gonna go. Now, there was a surprise here because a week before Heat 4, someone approached me, which I've forgotten his name, but I will mention his name here because it wasn't for him. I wouldn't have had such an amazing weekend there. So he approached me and said, look, I've got a Heat 4 ticket. Do you want it? So I said, yes, that would be awesome. Bought the ticket off him, approached Shaggy and said, let's keep it a secret. So here's the first vlog of us surprising DC in the morning before we started traveling. Or the morning we started traveling.
Exactly.
Catch you now.
Good morning, everyone. It's Shaggy. Hi. It's the day of Heat 4. Well, the day of traveling for Heat 4. This is actually the second video that I'm doing. The first one didn't work too well. Unfortunately, didn't have a mic last time, so depended a lot on the phone, and unfortunately wasn't that good. So this is going to work this time. I believe in it. So we are about to go pick up DC. But before that, we've got a little bit of a surprise for him and for everyone else who doesn't know yet. So I'm not going to say anything just yet. And I think everyone's going to like it. So stay tuned and let's see how today's trip goes and the rest of the weekend. DC and me are looking to qualify. The rest of the team has qualified except for Nick, who will not be attending this year's round of tournaments. So Chris and Pardo have both qualified. Hopefully we'll join them. It's going to be a tough one. The meta has changed a lot since Heat 1. We had the Space Marines drop, which was massive, and the Iron Hands and Imperial Fists now are even harder, so my tanks are going to suffer a bit. So we'll see how it goes. It's going to be a good one, and hopefully we'll be vlogging it all, and you'll be able to see updates from me and hopefully DC, and I'll let them know to, you know, let's get some recordings in and we'll get a good vlog going for YouTube. So let's see how the rest of the day goes, and see you now. Well, as you can see, I've swapped cars, and there's a good reason why. This is the surprise, and we still have to surprise DC, so keep quiet. Pardo's coming. Managed to get a ticket last minute,
yeah,
and he's gonna come and he's gonna chauffeur me around. He's gonna be driving up to Malaga, and we will be getting our flight to East Midlands. So yeah, Stephen, say hi.
We're gonna get DC now.
Yeah, we're gonna head off, get DC. He still doesn't know that Stephen's coming. There's very few people that knew that Stephen got a last minute ticket, and I mean last minute as in last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see his face of surprise. He still thinks that it's just me and him going.
Yeah.
So we're coming up to DC now. Hopefully we'll be able to stop beside him and he's not going to realize that Pardo's here. I think.
Realize my car, obviously.
I don't know, man. He does space out a lot.
Yeah, he does.
So
he's gonna be like, what's going on?
What's going? Yeah, he's gonna be like. Eh. So we're just gonna. I think we should just tell him like you're gonna chauffeur us up or something.
No, I'm just gonna tell him. Well,
Pobre.
I'm just gonna tell him.
Yeah. I told you to be confused. Look at his face. Hi, DC.
Hey.
Hi.
Why are you here? You coming?
He's coming.
Let me in.
So there you have it. An awesome surprise. We were really nervous, weren't we, as well?
We were.
We were really nervous about how we were talking about how is he going to act. When we got there, as you saw in the video, where is he?
And
so
that was the worst.
It was an awesome surprise.
It was amazing. It was genuinely amazing because he said it, messaging me with little sad face pictures going, I'm all alone, when you guys having fun. I thought, I just felt so bad because he's giving me this ticket.
Qualify.
You better qualify. Everything's riding on you. And I thought, this is unbelievable. So I'm waiting for Shaggy. And to caveat, Shaggy's driving. He is like Mad Max.
Oh, come on.
It is unreal.
No, it's
so
not that bad.
having to
We
drive to
actually
Malaga.
mention it. We're going to post a video now after this little chat, and we actually mention about how bad he is.
Yes.
So
it's scary. Anyway.
The main thing, did you die? But did you die?
Anyway, so I'm sitting there waiting with Shaggy and praying, and then I see this car come past, and I thought, that looks like Pardo's car. Maybe he's taking us to the airport. At least I'll get there safely. And then as I got closer, and I saw someone in that car's videoing me. I don't know why. And then it all clicked, and I thought, this is absolutely... Cool. It was amazing. It was very, very cool.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So-
very cool.
So there you go. You saw the first vlog. You saw the first surprise, and then just so you know where we're based in Gibraltar, which is just in the Straits of the Mediterranean Sea. We're in the very, very bottom of Spain. We're still British. We're 100% British, but we're very, very far away from Nottingham. So we did have to get my car, travel all the way up to Malaga, which is an hour and a half, about an hour and a half away, more or less.
I would have gone there soon.
Catch a plane from Malaga to
Nottingham,
to East Midlands,
Nottingham.
and then obviously a taxi to Nottingham, where you can see some more vlogging. So catch you back now. And yeah, it's a bit of a traveling, a bit of a video vlogging about the traveling, and we get to Warhammer World, I think, and we have a game, and we'll catch you back after that.
You surprised, DC?
Man, this is incredible. He was really rubbing it in as well, like, I'm gonna go.
I
so
told you.
sad.
I told you.
And then he told me today that the flight was at 2 o'clock. So
You shouldn't have listened to him. Shouldn't have listened.
oh, well done. Well done, everybody.
So yeah, that's the surprise. The three of us are going to Heat 4. and Stephen gets to drive us up. So I get to chill.
Yeah.
I get to record.
Shaggy is a terrible driver.
Yes, yeah, that is
What?
very, very true.
How? Oh, wait.
It's not terrible. It's like scary. It's like
scary.
How
Like,
have I gotten this
if you
reputation?
want a death wish, get in a car with Shaggy.
I just drive
That's
fast.
how bad it is.
The real question is, did you die? But did you die though?
Not this time.
Then there you go.
One of us will die one day.
Yeah.
You'll die. I won't. I won't.
Even to the club, I pray to the gods.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, but everyone says yes to my lifts. Incredible. So yeah, we'll be filming all the way through the weekend. I'll get these guys to film some of their matches as well. Yeah, some intros, some outros. Yeah, so we'll get some pictures as well. So yeah, that's the big surprise. I think DC is all happy now.
Told me he didn't want to go with you.
Yeah, just Shaggy.
Wow.
Just Shaggy.
Wow.
Just
I
Shaggy.
feel the love. I can so feel the love right now. It's okay. I think this weekend we'll all get beat except for Mr. Fist over here. So yeah, we'll be filming all weekend and let's see how it all goes. Alright guys, we've just come out of Warhammer World.
Yep.
DC and...
Freezing.
They're cold. It's nothing.
Not bad, no. It's cold. It's cold.
Anyway, we've just had DC and Pardo play a practice game. How did it go, guys? Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it there. Yeah. And we also picked up some goodies. A lot of goodies. So yeah, we're heading back to the room now.
So yeah.
It's cold.
It's cold.
I'm hungry. Exactly.
So yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, we will pick it up. No, we'll pick up later on. We'll do a quick one before bed.
Pajama party! PJ party!
These guys are going to be freezing tonight. So we'll see you later on, and if not, we'll see you tomorrow.
So there you have it, a bit of a video about our traveling, and how Shaggy videos absolutely everything on the way.
I do try.
But it's cool. It's cool to actually see, and
We should do
include
some more
everyone.
ourselves.
We should do some more. Next time we'll include some of them. So yeah, that finished off Friday night. As you can see from the vlog, we were walking back to the apartment after me absolutely smashing DC in a warm-up game. We had played the day before, 2 days before, and I smashed him again. I actually took 3 nights out in one turn.
And I went first.
Yeah, and he went, which is bonkers.
It's just so funny.
Which is bonkers if you think about it. I've taken a night out. I think I've taken 2 nights out, but taking 3 in a turn is just... So imagine this poor soul who's just about to go to Heat 4. He doesn't know I'm going. He knows there's going to be a lot of Imperial Fist and Space Marines. And he gets beaten on turn 1 by Marines.
I've never done that.
Yeah. And then we get to Warhammer World, which if you haven't been before, it's... Make the trip because it's absolutely amazing.
It's incredible.
We get there at about 7, I would say, 7:30, maybe 8. And we have a test game, and I smash him again for a second time.
Yeah.
So
it was horrific. I've never beaten that list. I don't think I ever will beat that list. It's
unless something drastically changes.
Yeah. So yeah, we basically walked back to the room, which was like a 20-minute, 15-minute walk, and woke up.
We ate. And we ate
first. And we ate. Yeah, we had a takeaway and went to sleep. And then it was day 1. So some more vlog coming up next.
Good morning, everyone. So here we are on the morning of Heat 1, and as you can see, it's a bit cold because everything's a bit frosted. So yeah, DC and Steven are struggling a little bit, lagging behind, and yeah, it is really cold. I'll have to admit, but we're excited. It's going to be a good day of gaming, and hopefully we'll get some qualifications. What are these guys doing now? They're taking pictures. Oh my god. So yeah, we'll catch you up in a little bit, take some shots of the area, and yeah, you can see all these canal boats as well. It has to be cold. Someone tell me that it isn't cold in there during the night. So we'll catch you up in a little bit and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. So guys, sorry I didn't update you when we came in. It was quite busy with the registration and everything. So we're about to start game 1 and I'm playing off against James. James, say hi.
Yeah, guys.
And he's playing some amazing Imperial Fists, which is going to be pretty hard for me. So we are going to get underway. I'm going to deploy my army now, and we'll get back to you after the results, and wish me luck. So guys, we finished, and look, we've got time to spare. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got time to spare. I wonder why. Finished turn 3, victory for the man.
Sorry everybody.
It was a great game, fantastic, thanks for that.
Really
honestly loved it. It was a case of a lot of shooting from the fists, Imperial Fists, yeah. And whoever went first would do a lot of damage. And I'll post some pictures and you'll see that he did a lot of damage first turn. I mean, I think it was, almost 1,000 points in the first turn.
I killed like 5 tanks turn 1, plus 30 odd guardsmen.
It was great. I knew it was going to happen with Imperial Fists. And with the Iron Hands, I was going to have a tough game. I needed the first turn with those. And unfortunately, the dice were not on my side. I mean, we did have this spooky moment where they were perfect kills. Like, you needed 3 to kill. Boom, 3. Always. It was like, it was always the right one.
I think I got 4 units with exact dice.
Exact dice. It was insane. Oh, you need 7 wounds. Boom, 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 7. It was insane.
Just odd.
Thanks for the game.
Cheers, buddy.
And good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Absolutely, and you.
Okay, everyone. So we're here now after lunch with, put this properly, with game 2. Nice full stomach. And I've got Dan as my next opponent. Say hi, Dan. And his lovely Drukhari and Altiok mix here. We've got a soup. So we've got some Rangers, we've got some Star Cannons, we've got Reapers, we've got a lot on the table. We've set up, as you can see, I'm already set up. I was meant to go first, but Dan, cheeky Dan, decided to roll a 6. So he seized the initiative, and I will be paying 2 CP, of course, for prepared positions, anything that will help me survive. And let's see how this game goes. Okay, so just finished the game on turn 5. We had 25 minutes to go. We called it there, and we called it as I got minced with that. Look at his face. He's not even sorry.
It was very unfortunate. I seized. It was massive. That was the game.
I think, regardless, I think the Drukhari would have been very hard to kill with all the minuses, and Daniel knows his Drukhari and Eladari spells very well. It would have been hard for me. He Agents of Vectored the +1 to hit, so he played very well. And we've called it essentially with just a few of my guard to go. So yeah, Daniel, fantastic game. Thank you very much. And I hope you all get to see these guys a bit more because they are so cool. Daniel took a lot of time with these and you just have to love them. So yeah, we'll catch you in round 3, bottom of the board still. So let's see if I can get some points. So hi everyone, we're here now at game 3 and we've got Simon. Say hi, Simon. Say hi. He's got some nice looking plague bearers with some lovely marines there. So hopefully you all can see that. We are playing Cut Off the Head, and for the 3rd time running it is now Search and Destroy. As you can see, Simon is deploying first, so he'll have the choice of going first. And yeah, we'll see what my guard can do against this Nurgling list, because here come out all the Nurglings. So I'll catch you up after the game and let's hope for a victory. So everyone, well, here we are. We have just finished the game on turn 6 with 30 minutes left. Simon, what do you think? That was he made me work for it. I'm sweating. Made me work for it. Those plague bearers just would not die. So many disgustingly resilient saves. Really good. So yeah, I did have a lot of my army left this time round. Chaos, the relic, it happens, but it did take a lot to kill them, and I did burn through most of my command points by turn 3. So yeah, fantastic game. Thanks very much, Simon. Thank you very much. And definitely take a look at these guys. They are fantastic. The Alpha Legion that he's used combines really well with the Nurgle. The standard -1 that they get, completely fluffy with it. I think I really like it. So yeah, we're now going to finish the tournament for today, and we'll be back with you tomorrow. I'll probably do something a bit later on, or maybe not, because yesterday did the same and it didn't happen. So yeah, catch you soon.
So there you have it. Shaggy's day 1, and Shaggy, sadly, it wasn't the best of starts that we all wanted.
That was bad. That was a bad
1 win, 2 losses isn't what you want to get on day 1.
I wanted to chuck the Cadians out.
You wanted at least 2 wins on day 1, so you know you had a chance of winning 1 game the next. That really pressured you to go into game Sunday. Like you both were really broken by at the end of Saturday. You were like, this is it. I enjoyed myself.
The worst thing is that I knew that game 3 was quite lucky. So it wasn't even the fact that I knew my list it did well, but it was luck. It was turn 6. If that wouldn't have happened, it would have been done. But the worst thing is that you don't win 2 games on the last day. I mean, it just doesn't happen. It's hard. So I was broken. I was done.
So you did start your first game with the overall winner of the event, James Mackenzie, and his Imperial Fists.
I did.
Which was crazy because you actually, Heat 1, you started the event as well, playing against...
the guy who came third.
What's his name?
Simon Pridis.
Simon Pridis. Yeah. And so you are... There's 102 people at the event, 104. It's very, very unlucky for your first game to get Imperial Fist as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you saw Shaggy. Anything you want to add? You know, you had 3. We've just brought that mobile opposites, a lot of names to remember. So you had James Mackenzie, Daniel Waldron, and Simon Clark.
Yeah, great guys. That's all I can say.
So mixed chaos. Cadians, like we always say, are so good against
he played
chaos.
He played very well. I mean, he could have played it a little bit better, made the game harder for me. But he was a fantastic guy, and all 3 games were amazing guys. There's nothing more I can say that I didn't say in the videos, and I think you guys should just
we'll carry on.
Just carry on with yours.
So we weren't as professional as Shaggy, so we didn't video anything. But we are going to slightly go into some of the games on day 1, so we can actually talk about a bit about making mistakes, what you want, what you think, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then I'll go into that, and then we'll go into day 2. But you can start with your day 1. So I've got your names here. So you played
Dave first.
Dave Patton. So hi Dave.
Hi Dave.
We were actually. This was something I have to mention. We actually walked. So at the heats, you actually get your armies. You look at this big screen, and it says table number 82 and table blah blah blah. So we're both walking, and we played each. We were beside each other, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
And it's scary because when you get there, you actually don't want to play the players you actually play on a daily basis or weekly basis. No. And we were like walking to it, and we're like, no, because we actually played each other at heat 1.
Yeah, we did, and you smashed me.
And I was like, please, I don't want to get to Nottingham and play one of the SN members there. So, but we did play one beside each other.
Yeah, we did,
which is pretty cool as well.
Yeah, wasn't it?
So we got to play the same.
And we did as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So do you want to go?
So Dave. So you imagine the night before, I just got smashed by Crimson Fists, and I thought to myself, right, well, what's going to happen? Game 1 at the start. Who do I walk into? Iron Hands. And I thought, this is it. This is going to be a long weekend. I met Dave, super nice guy, and that was my first victory. So I thought, wow, here we go.
You played it really well. Well, I'm actually going to say something. So I don't know if Dave is actually watching this or will watch this, but I think he made a very big mistake. Like I said, I was beside you. He deployed really badly. He had the stronger list, but he didn't play the mission, and you actually did. And like we say a lot of the times, always play the mission, and that's what won you the game.
They always shout at me, play the mission.
He actually deployed like
in a square.
In like
he did,
one
in
of the
the
table
corner.
edges. So the objectives were all scattered throughout the game. So
it was 4 pillars. So it was troops grabbing the objectives. I had loads of cultists. I just basically ran the knights at him to keep him occupied. He was box him in the corner, and then scored as many points as I could, and then he just couldn't push out from there. But I did say to Dave, look, it was yours to lose. Because the Iron Hands, I just couldn't kill it. I could not get rid of them, despite whatever I did. But my favourite thing in that game was actually my shooty knight, Prince Nordic. I have 2 shooty knights and 1 rampager. The shooty one, I saw at the start. I thought he's boxed himself in the corner there. I've got my knight because I deployed first. I got my knight in the far corner. Usually I'd have the rampager run up. I thought no. He's going to be the rampager. Infernal power, ran him up, spent CP to advance and charge, and just threw the shooty knight into combat and locked up his.
Gets people by surprise when the one that actually is the one that runs towards you isn't the one that runs.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, and I thought actually that was a
very tactical.
Yeah, which is not usual for
tactical, DC. Tactical. It was actually lucky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was lucky. The entire weekend.
One of the little brain cells went like, throw the shooting knight to him. And you're like, oh.
It was a telepathic thing.
It was actually me on the table beside telling him to
whispering.
do that.
No, that's not true. David is not true. But Dave was a gentleman, really nice guy. Chatted with him a few times throughout the event then,
good.
But really good. Into game 2.
Tristan.
Tristan,
a regular for us.
Now, he's just a caveat. Tristan helped me write the list that I took to Heat 4. So I'm on the table, I'm waiting for my opponent, and who shows up? His smiling face. And he knew my list inside and out, and he was bringing Imperial Fists, which he cobbled together the night before, shall we say.
It wasn't a super competitive list, but Tristan's a very, very good player.
Yeah.
And like Shaggy says, we know him from our events. He's come to many no retreats, and he's come to the Gibraltar Grand Tournament as well last year. So he's a very good friend of ours.
Yeah, he's a top guy, and it was an absolutely amazing game. Obviously, he's a gentleman. He actually had helped me in many ways. He gave me first turn. Like, he knew what was going to happen. We had a fantastic game. The best part of the game was where the Rampager ran in and just exploded in his lines.
And it's crazy what it took out. It took half his arm.
It took out, and he still won. But it was a great game. And obviously Tristan then went on to perform very, very well.
He actually finished in 4th place.
Fourth place.
He actually won all 5 games. But it was all down to there was 4 people. There was 4 people that won all 5 games, and it was all down to game votes and so it was sad to actually see someone not get the podium finish with 5 games, but it happens sometimes.
No, but anyway, top guy. He went on to do very well, and that was my game 2. Was a loss. Imperial Fist.
2 losses.
Yeah. No, 1 win, 1 loss.
One win,
I had 2 losses.
You had 2 losses.
At that point, God bin.
Bin.
Then game 3 was Stephen.
Stephen Marsden.
Stephen Marsden, top guy. Hi, Stephen, if you're watching. We were talking to you the other day. He played Tau with the Triptide.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I saw this one around.
It was horrific. It was three Riptides and just a wall of shield drones.
I'm so happy I didn't play Tau. I absolutely hate playing Tau.
Yeah,
I absolutely hate playing Tau. Look, it's just the mechanic of how drones work that I just hate. I used to love playing Tau and playing against Tau when it was all like movable. I don't know if you were there on 5th edition, 6th edition. They were all over the board and they were moving fast and they were jetpacking. But now it's just like shoot at me, and until there's no drones left, nothing's going through.
It was,
it hurt
and that's
so
exactly
much.
what happened. I threw.
Everything.
It was damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I threw my firepower at the drones, they've got a 4-up invul and a 5-up feel no pain.
Yep.
If I threw my firepower at the Riptides on a 2-up, the drones took it anyway.
And then they feel no pain.
And they probably have a 3-up invulnerable at that stage.
It was
when they're overcharging and stuff like that.
So and then trying to Overwatch and get into their lines, it was horrific. It was a great game. Steve's a top guy, but he absolutely ripped me apart. Nothing more to say about it.
Let's just leave it there.
That was it. I said some choice words to him after I left. And apologised and got him a drink. He was with his girlfriend. He was,
And his girlfriend was like, I went to her, he's just smashed me. And his girlfriend looked at me like,
he did that.
He did that.
Yeah, she was trying to be nice, but I couldn't hide my tears.
So that was Day one for you. So
That was day
1
one.
win, 2 losses.
1 win, 2 losses.
Yeah.
Tau and Imperial Fists.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I'll talk about my turn.
Your game.
Day one.
Day one.
So first up, I played against Craig Murphy. Awesome guy, Imperial Fists. So that was my first game of Imperial Fists of the day. I mention of the day because I actually played them 3 times that day. So yeah, great game. I think he made some critical mistakes, which I think it was his first event.
Right.
So you could actually see experience-wise where I was making the most of his mistakes, and vice versa. He was not seeing things I was doing.
Yeah.
But again, great guy, amazing game as well. It was pretty tight till I think turn 4 where I started picking up the points. But yeah, really good game, and it was really cool to actually play Imperial Fist because I had been playtesting my Crimson Fist a lot, but I hadn't played against Fist itself. So it was really cool to actually see. But I knew exactly what to do against them because, like I said, I had been playing them a lot.
You play them.
Yeah. Game 2, so that was my first win, so I was happy. Both of them. He had win, he had lost. I was like,
yes, I was the one going.
yeah. So game 2, I played against Imperial Fist again. I played against Nick Council. So Nick is one of the ETC players for Wales. Very good player. As soon as he came up and he mentioned his name, something in the back of my head said, I've
played this.
No, I haven't played this, but I've heard this name before. And then I slowly started clicking of seeing him highly ranked on ITC and all that. So I said, like, this is going to be a very good game.
Yeah.
He actually finished in 2nd place.
Wow.
In the whole event. So great game. We both said, like, this is down to who gets first turn. I actually got first turn, but what actually saved him was, like, I don't know if many of you haven't been to Warhammer World events, but if you have, there's a it lacks a lot of terrain.
Yeah.
It lacks a lot of terrain. There's maybe 5 pieces of terrain, and when I mention 5 pieces, it's not 5 ruins. It's maybe 2 woods, 1 ruin, and a couple of
kind of
craters.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's like
this kind of stuff.
It's like nothing really. It's like nothing. So he was very lucky in the sense that there was 1 massive ruin in the middle. And now Games Workshop or Warhammer World or the events people have introduced line of sight blocking on the first floor.
Yes.
So what he did was I deployed first, obviously. And what he did is he used that ruin to screen as much of his stuff as possible. So I could actually not shoot anything.
Wow.
I shot a couple of intercessors here, a couple of that, but that's what saved their game. And at the end of the game, we actually both talked about, and he actually said, like, if it wasn't any other game board, I probably would have won that game. But I learned a lot. He showed me a lot of, like, things that really opened my eyes for my finalist list if I do take the Crimson Fists. So yeah, great game, great guy, and yeah, I actually awarded him one of my best game votes towards him. And game 3, I played James Froggatt, so Little Dragon from Tabletop Tactics. Very good friend of mine. We met many years ago. And yeah, we've stayed in contact ever since. He was actually playing Crimson Fists, which is the first time I actually play Crimson Fist against Crimson Fists. Amazingly painted army. I again awarded him points there for the painting on them. They're absolutely fantastic. And again, game-wise, for those of you who play Marines, how strong they are in shooting. He was down. Very similar list, so he had some Dreadnoughts, I had some Dreadnoughts, I had a lot of las cannons. It's down to turn 1. I got turn 1, just hit him so hard in turn 1 that it was downhill from there after that.
We let him know about it afterwards.
Yeah. But we both before we even rolled, and after he tried to season, he didn't. We both said, like, this is done. This is done. And it's like that. The Marines are just so strong at the moment that's actually what happened. So yeah.
But you are now the Crimson Fist champion.
I am the Crimson Fist champion. 2 of you. I am the Crimson Fist champion, and he knows that.
Captain Pardo.
So yeah, that was my first 3 games. 2 wins, 1 loss. I was on the high at that point. I had learnt a lot in my loss, and I was very happy. So yeah, off we went. We went to have dinner. I don't think there's any video of that. No. We went and had dinner with the crew. So a lot of people.
But there's pictures that Sophie took as well.
Yeah, we can maybe add some pictures.
Yeah,
here you go. And yeah, really nice meal. Really nice to hang out with many of new friends and old friends. And then back to the studio, back to sleep. And we woke up for
day 3,
day two of the event. And here's some more vlogging of us in the cold, walking towards the Warhammer World. And
so cold.
And Shaggy's 2 games.
My 2.
See you now.
But when Nicola gets up, 2 of them jump down. He doesn't want to be fed. But Lucy just she just stays there like. He's doing it, you know. But she pokes her head just in case there's like treats. She pokes her head out like that. Funny.
Good morning, everyone. So we're on the way to the last day of Heat 4 now. It's a bit sunnier. It's a bit warmer. These guys are enjoying the walk a bit more.
That's cold. Yeah, yesterday was freezing.
Helps the fact that it's like 9:30 at the moment, so it starts later on the next day, on the Sunday. Hopefully we'll get to qualify today. Me and DC need 2 more wins, so we need straight victories today. Stephen needs just 1 more and some good votes. It's always about those good game votes.
Played Imperial Fists 3 times yesterday. There's 4 Imperial Fist armies, and I'm the 5th one, and I played. From those 4, I played 3.
Just our luck.
What are the
it happens.
odds of that?
Honestly.
What are the odds?
It just happens. It's crazy. So yeah, we'll be getting to Warhammer World in a little bit, and hopefully get some good pairings. And yeah, we'll see how the rest of the day goes. We'll catch you up before game 4, and we'll go from there. See you now. Morning, everyone, and here we are. We're now at the table, and we're playing against another Cadian army, led by Sam. Say hi, Sam. We've got my army set up. I will be going first, unless Sam sees, and I've already had 1 this weekend, so it could be possible. So we've got Vital Intelligence as the mission, which is the 5 objectives. Roll off at the beginning to see which one counts for 2. On a 6, it's all of them, so it could be interesting. Also, we've got, it'll be hard for you to see, but we have Stephen somewhere over there. He is on the live stream. He's been selected to go on. He's facing Deathwatch. By the time you see this video, they might have it up on Twitch as a rerun, but I'll let you know what his results are as well. And another thing, we've got DC next door. Say hi, DC. And he's facing off against Tim, yeah. And it's going to be an interesting one for DC with his knights against some Dark Angels and some Dark Talons. So, don't envy him. So yeah, I'll let you guys know as soon as we're done what the results are. Okay guys, we've just finished the last round of the game, literally with the last minute to spare. And it was a victory to the god, but it was to my god this time, Sam. It was a fantastic game. Sam was controlling the game most of the rounds. He was running away with it. There we go. So, Sam was controlling the game most of the time. I did get first turn. I hit hard, but Sam played it very well, and I think thanks to him, I think I'm going to get some Bullgrins, because they took so much firepower. Sam, they were fantastic. Definitely the MVP. And it was literally just down to the last 2 rounds where I just ran away with it because I still had so much firepower. But it was a fantastic game. Sam, thanks again. Honestly, it was fantastic.
Welcome.
Thank you. And we'll catch you for round 5. Also, Stephen won on the live stream. Hopefully you all saw it. If not, maybe they'll show it again. And DC, what did you do? You won? Did you win? Yeah! So we got wins all around for round 4. So we'll see how round 5 goes. Okay everyone, so here we are, 5th round, and if you can notice, I haven't really moved much position because I'm back on the same table. But this time, we've got Doug and his fantastic looking Eldar. I mean, I hope you can see this because, oh my god, they're just so amazing. If you can see the freehand on this, it's so good. I've been all weekend fawning over this army, and I get to play it. It's so good. So I'll be taking some more pictures, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. We've got the mission is narrow the search, so that is center marker 18 inches going down, no involves within 12, so it's good that we both don't really have involves here. So yeah, I think it's going to be much of a slugfest. Doug is going first, so that's why you can see he's deploying first. So let's see how the rest of the game goes. So guys, we just finished game 5, and it was a victory to the Guard and Stephen.
And the Crimson Fist.
And the Crimson
4
Fist.
wins.
4-1.
And I just lost against Imperial Fist, so that was like a training day.
That was, yeah.
It wasn't a proper fight.
Exactly. It doesn't count. Doesn't count.
So, yeah.
But it comes down to your game that you did lose. What did it come down to? The first who went first?
First turn, yeah. First turn. First turn. It was down to first turn. Yeah.
So Doug, thank you very much for the game. We finished off. I did seize on Doug, unfortunately. So, you know, my firepower, it hits very hard. And I took down the Wraith Knight, wounded a lot of things, took out his infantry. I mean, it's narrow the search. The infantry has to be taken out. So I made sure that even if Doug were to do a lot of damage, which he did, he took out Pass, he took out another Leman Russ. He would never be able to get back in the game because troops really have to be in there to capture the objective. But it was a fantastic game. Doug is a great guy, great looking army. I mean, I'm going to take more pictures so you guys can see. And thanks very much, Doug. Pleasure. So we'll catch you up after the tournament results.
And we're back. And what a special day for Shaggy, because he did get the 2 wins he needed, and now it's all down to sitting back, trying to relax, and hoping that he gets enough painting points, best army points, and best game points to actually qualify. Because 4 wins automatically qualifies you. 3 of them doesn't. You need, I think it was like 5 or more extra game votes,
at least
more or less,
4 or 5
to actually qualify. So it was down now to just praying to the gods,
hoping and praying,
and hoping to qualify. So do you want to add anything to those games, especially that steal the initiative on game 5?
Game 5 C's was very big. I mean, I think I would have been okay, but that was massive. Take out the Wraith Knight, which was gonna be hard to kill anyway. Take it out first turn, and then the rest of it was a case of just playing the mission, flood the center, and happy days, I've got the objective because I took out his troops. Other than that, game 4 was a very hard one, very great game, and it was down to I went first and I was able to deal the damage that I needed to, but he played it so well, and again it was a case of being lucky that the game went to that extra round. So it was luck.
But on these events we mention it a lot. It's you need a lot of luck. Your opponents, the armies you're playing, what mission you're actually playing against that army, what table you're on, what terrain there's on. There's so much luck in these things.
And that's part of the fun. That is part of the fun.
It is. That's what I love about the game. You know, it's all about
that's the rush.
It's not about how good you always are. No, because there is luck in the dice. There is luck in what you're playing, what you're playing, what mission you're playing. There's so many. There's a massive list of things you need to be lucky with.
That's the adrenaline rush at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
That's it. So
awesome day 2. Awesome day 2. And now we sat back and waited for the final result. So we move on to DC. So you needed the 2 wins as well.
I had to go in that day with 2 wins.
So
which I thought I played Tim.
You were playing
game 4.
Barrett. I think it's spelled like that. BARUGHT. If we are saying it wrong, sorry.
Sorry, Tim. Tim was a top guy. He normally plays ITC when we were having a chat. So for him, this is a little bit different. I mean, it's heavy ITC in his gaming club, he was saying, and the tournaments they do. So it's a little bit different from him going in. He had Dark Angels, Flyers, and he had, it was basically Imperium Soup. It was Dark Angel Flyers and what's the tank that Primaris get now? The
Pulsar.
No, the other one.
The
Executioner. He had an Executioner. He had a Smash Captain, or probably Smash Master, because Dark Angels can't have
Captain. Yeah,
as he told
Master,
me.
Yeah.
As a Master, and he also had a big guard soup in there. I think it was a Relic Battle Cannon and some Guard Infantry.
That's the one. That's the table you will be saying.
You played opposite, yeah, exactly.
Loyal 32. It's just about getting the extra command points
CP,
with the
capture objectives, or things like that. So I got first turn, and obviously because I get to spend CP at the start, I purchased the Relic Warp-Sighted Helm, which is ignore any hit modifiers at all. Ooh. So obviously all the -1 to hit on his flyers no longer applied. On top of that, because they were House Infernal, it meant that at the start I could power up one of the weapons for some mortal wounds on them. So the Gatling gun turned from Strength 6, AP2, Damage 2 to Strength 7, AP2, Damage 3.
Oh, snap.
So I basically deleted the flyers in turn 1 and turn 2, finishing them off. And then it was just a case of running around, stomping on little guardsmen, etc. Highlight of that game for me and Tim, there's two small parts. One was his Smash Master, jumped down, went to charge knight, failed the charge. The Rampager went in, completely whiffed it, as I normally do, rolling all my ones. But then used Death Grip for a CP, which just picked him up and crushed him. Oh, it was very, very cinematic. And then all he had left was his Warlord in a Slan Speeder. And then his last act was to ram my Warlord up against a container, try and blow up and kill him, which he didn't do. But yeah, great game, Tim. And then final game.
Mauricio
game.
Mauricio. Yes. So yeah, there was a big Italian team there. Yeah, must have been like 10. A team of like.
I think there was 2 Italian teams.
Because I saw 2 types. They had polo shirts. One of them had like a black polo shirt, and the other had purple, didn't they? Yeah. So I don't know if it was coincidence or if it was 2 clubs from the same city, or I don't know. Yeah. But there was a lot of Italians.
There was a lot of Italians. Yeah. There was a lot of Italians, and this particular Italian, he used to play a lot in 5th.
Yeah,
used to win a lot of tournaments in Italy. He told me in 5th, and then he left it after that and got back into again in 8th.
Yeah,
and this was his first time in Warhammer World.
Wow,
super nice guy, real gentleman, and a very, very good player. It was the most intense game of 40k I have ever played in my entire life to date.
It was. I actually finished my game 5 quite early, so I sat down just beside. I didn't get too close because I knew it was like a really close game.
Yeah.
So I just sat like a meter away in my little stool there, and I was like, "Whoa, this is intense."
Yeah. It was narrow the search, null zone in the center, throw the bodies in there, try and get. So his list was Imperium Soup, 2 Blood Angel Smash Captains, a Knight Battle Cannon Chainsword, Loyal 32, 2 what are they called? Autocannon Knights, the small ones. Helverins. 2 Helverins, and a Land Raider with 5 Tactical Marines in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was scared of the Land Raider. I didn't know why it was there, so I blew it up in first turn. It was a weird one.
It's a quite competitive list, or Imperium Soup list, and then there's a
Land Raider. But I thought in my head
it's like 400 points. So
was he going to throw it into the center,
300 points,
and just land it on the objective and hide behind it? I didn't know, so I just blew it up. I thought get rid of it, whatever was going to happen. Absolutely crazy game.
Yeah.
I won it, but my brain was absolutely fried at the end.
Yeah, tough one.
It was down to the wire.
Game 5 where you're already tired, so you don't want a game like that. But yeah, it's cool, and you learn.
It was great. Yeah, I learned so much, and he's a super nice guy, and it was really.
And you won it by a point.
By a point. It was. It was literally the bodies that were left. I mean, we were counting cultists as if they were,
gold
lifeblood. Yeah, it was gold. Nice. Because I had the models, I had the knights on him, but what saved me was, again, my Rampager ran up, highlight of the game. He charged his knight, did absolutely nothing, and then blew up. Which on purpose, and he just wiped out a load of his troops, which helped me win the game.
Good.
Incredible.
So we move on to my 2 last games. So I needed 1 win to try and qualify. I'm qualified at this point, so I'm a bit more relaxed than these guys. You could see these guys were sweating, and
he just wanted to be the top dog,
using the deodorant every so often. I'm like, so I finished in 13th position, I think it was, at Heat 1. So my main objective was to get into top 10. So I did want to win these. I did want to win these 2 games. So going on to round 4, I played Damien Headley and his amazing Death Watch. So if you're watching Damien, well done. Pat on the back, because they are superb. He actually won best army of the whole event. So if you haven't been to these events, again, I think they get six of the best armies and put them on display. Or eight. I think it's 8, and everybody votes for them. And the standard was really, really high. Like the Italians paint jobs were really, really good. We had a couple of
dogs was amazing.
The Elder. And he actually won it, so well done to that. And so we walk into Warhammer World, and we've got, what's his name? I've gone blank now. One of the Warhammer World TV guys comes up to me and says, "Hi Pardo, do you want to go on the live stream?" I'm like, yeah, fine. But I didn't actually click. I'm going on the live stream, so I picked up my Crimson Fist and said, "Yeah, we normally go into like the finalists and stuff, but." I left my Crimson Fist in the cabinet overnight, and the Death Watch guy left in cabinet. And coincidentally, they checked, and we both were playing against each other. So they just chose us because of how nice the 2 armies, and it did look really, really nice. So I was really happy. First time on the live stream,
and you guys can watch it if you want.
You can rewatch it on the Twitch. Yeah,
you can watch that game.
And again, Marines again for a 4th time. And like I said, again, Marines is just very similar list. So he was playing Death Watch, but he had full Primaris like I had. He had a Leviathan with 2 Swamp Cannons. He had 2 Mortis Dreadnoughts with quad las cannons. So it was very, very, very similar list. And it was down to who went first again. He made the most of trying to hide as much as possible. And like many of you know, Death Watch can come in from Deep Strike, so he put most of his army in Deep Strike. But that meant that I had 2 turns to kill off everything that was on the table before these things.
It was a really good game. I watched it.
We actually watched it that night.
It was.
I think maybe he was hoping turn 1 or seize, and that way.
Marines are just when you're playing Marines against Marines like Death Watch, but the new Marine rules are just so much better. Like my last cannons were -4, whilst his were -3 AP. And it's exactly the same unit. That's where the game changer is. So I sadly, sorry, Damien, I actually smashed him, and I think the game finished in turn 5. It did get quite close at one point because we were playing Beachhead. Is it Beachhead? No, it's the one that you roll and. One of the objectives becomes at 2 points instead, and I don't know what's that one called. Anyway, but he was hiding behind some crates on his side, and it was constantly giving him the 2 points. So I remember it was objective number 4. It was Vital Intelligence. He was constantly getting number 4. So suddenly we were like 10-9 for me. I'm like, whoa, this can change. But as the games progressed. It didn't finish very well for him, and I just had so much.
He didn't have the bodies.
I just had so many bodies on the table that it just went my way. And then, so I'm on 3 wins. I'm going on to round 5, and I play Dave Pearson and his beautiful Ultramarine. So again, a very, very good game. Both of us on three wins. We won the 4th win, and he actually finished in 20th position. And again, it was really cool because this is one of the things I like the most about going to events. You meet people, cool people as well, and these are one of the cool guys because we actually said that we started talking, we like Warhammer, the guy's like well built, no, he's got like muscle. I'm like, oh, what do you train as well? I do MMA. I'm like, whoa, I do MMA as well. So
he found his soul.
I'm like, you're my brother from another mother, aren't you? And he's like, yeah. So really cool.
Nice.
Again, very good Ultramarines, very strong Ultramarines army run by Gilliman. So he had Gilliman, he had some executioners, really tough army list, but it was again down to turn 1. Not a lot of terrain on the table. I managed to get turn 1 and just annihilated his strong hitting units, which just couldn't take down the big things that could take down my dreadnoughts were out on turn 2.
Yeah.
So it was down to me just moving up on. It was the last null zone, narrow the search. So I just moved my whole force, my whole castle into the middle, and I just had too many bodies for him to actually score. I do have to mention that Gilliman did get to the middle and he just annihilated so many things. The problem was that it's narrow the search, so Gilliman didn't have a 3-up invulnerable save.
Of course.
So
game over.
Yeah, game over.
So he was able to kill,
but he did. He killed Pedro Canto. He killed some intercessors. I think he blew up my Leviathan as well. So yeah, very intense game at the end, but very cool. He was a really cool guy. Great game again.
Excellent.
And yeah, so I managed to get 4 wins and taking it, and I finally. I'll mention at the end what we actually finished off.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we can actually mention what happens then.
We do have that video that we did at the end of the day that we did in the apartment. So you want to put it now?
Yeah. We'll watch that. So a bit more vlogging from Shaggy. So if the event finished, we won't give any spoilers out. We'll talk about after this little video. So we walked, ordered a takeaway at the apartment and did this little vlog just after the event. So we'll catch you back now.
So everyone, hi and welcome back, and we have the results from the tournament. We seem to have somehow managed to. DC, you want to say it? We've all. Oh, he was too focused. We've all qualified.
Yes.
We've all qualified.
To the judges.
It worked. It was well worth it.
Yeah.
Now we've all managed to do it. Stephen, how was your results?
So I came 5th place out
Fifth
of 100
place.
or 198?
108 or 104?
100. It's normally 100 and it's like 100 around. So.
Yeah.
So coming 5th with all the big boys at the top was pretty good.
This was very competitive.
And fists. I played Crimson Fists, and just Marines in general are just so strong. You can see Marines everywhere. And Imperial Fists are very, very strong at the moment because they're very anti-Marine, and that's the meta at the moment. The problem is that I'm happy with 5th place because all the Imperial Fist players that were in the top 10 were actually Imperial Fist players, which can take the Vigilist attachments there with the mortal wound outputs, which I can't. So I'm pretty happy with the list I actually took and where I got to. So with all the big boys up there, I feel like a big boy.
It's only because it's a bit short. That's okay.
So yeah, I'm really happy. 5th place.
So 5th place. DC, how was your tournament?
Mine was amazing.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing. So I took Chaos.
You both got into game. Oh, no, you're talking about the whole event.
Yeah.
Okay, all event. You both went into day 2 with just 1 win.
Yeah. We did.
So I took Chaos Knights with a battalion of Wordbearer Iron Warriors.
They were Iron Warriors.
They were Iron Warriors. They were Iron Warriors, but they looked like they were Wordbearers. So do our Knights. Thanks to Martin. So yeah, basically, I had to take Iron Warriors because the Warlord trait was so important to get that fearless bubble for the cultists, and it actually proved in the final game of the day to be the most important factor. Otherwise, I probably would have lost all my games if I didn't have it.
That's big.
Which shows just one trait.
Bonkers.
Yes,
bonkers good.
And that's why I couldn't take Wordbearers. I tried with the list, and it just doesn't work. Honestly, it doesn't work. Hoping for some new rules.
Oh yeah, you've got new rules coming out soon.
Couple of weeks. Yeah, week or two.
We should be seeing previews from it.
Yes, I think it's out for pre-sale next week. I think.
Yeah, that's what we've heard. So
could be.
Fingers crossed. I hope
so
we're on the front cover.
Yeah.
Guys with me. We're on the front cover. So it's gonna be good.
True.
Anyway, so it was Iron Warriors. Basically, 2 Space Marines that were Iron Warriors. Everyone else looked like a Wordbearer. So yeah, first day, won the first game against Iron Hands. Awesome guy called Dave. That was really good fun game. It was really for half a day because he had a castle and he went to one of the corners.
Yeah, his deployment was not the best.
Yeah. And then I just had to rush the board for the 4 pillars to capture the points. And then through the nights at him, kept them busy. Yep. Couldn't kill the Iron Hands, man. Like they do not die.
That's called playing the mission.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. That's all I told him. Play mission. Because I was going into the underdog. I didn't think I was going to get him.
That's how you won, playing the mission.
I won that, and then I ran into Tristan.
Oh, Tristan.
Who came fourth.
Fourth.
Very good result for
Imperial Fists.
Very good result.
He was actually a gentleman, a scholar, and was actually helping me a lot. Because he knew my predicament. He's a super guy. He also had me build that list, which I was using, so that was really good.
Yeah, it was like a copy of his No Retreat list.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, he took No Retreat. He took 3 rampages and Abaddon. I took 2 despoilers with shooty despoilers and then a rampager, along with a bunch of cultists. But it was a cheaper version of Gang Warriors for the Fearless Trick. Anyway,
I think you should go faster.
Yeah, my arm is getting tired. We can do a breakdown. We'll do a breakdown. That's a good idea.
So I beat Tristan. Tristan beat me convincingly, and then I ran it into 3 Riptides. Stephen
lost again.
He absolutely smashed me, but what a gentleman. Then came into today. Won my first game against Tim and Dark Angels.
Yeah, it was a good list.
It was a real good list. It was good fun. But I had the old website that helped me. And then the final game was probably the most competitive game 40k I've ever played.
Oh yeah.
It was a real nail biter. I won by I think 1 point, but I won it. And it got me to the final.
Yeah,
I love the what's the name of the last mission? The
Narrow the Third.
I love it because it's just everything just has to go for the middle, and everything dies so quickly because you just have to throw bodies into the middle. So
I just killed
like crazy. That I've just remembered that there was 7 Imperial Fists armies in the whole event, and I played 3 in the first day. Imperial Fist, Imperial Fist, Imperial Fist, and I played. The only game I lost is against the guy that won the event.
No, you didn't. I lost my first one against the guy who won.
That came second to the event. Is the guy that came second to the event.
I mean, we've been lucky enough to play those players, and they're great players. I mean, they're fantastic. So shout out to them.
They play high ranked in the ITC. They're really well done.
That just shows the amount of experience there was in this tournament.
We were
lucky.
It was
and like dangerous. Like I say a lot in battle reports as well. Like it's you learn so much from losing.
Yeah.
Seriously, like. I know this summer I'm constantly losing. I'm like, dude, that's how you're gonna learn.
Yeah.
Like I learned so much from that game I lost. And it was all about going first anyway, but I learned like a lot about lists and how to tweak my lists looking at his. So I'm happy.
That's the best
Shaggy,
thing you can do.
Go and talk a bit about before your arms fall off.
Well, we can just
we'll do a breakdown. We'll do a breakdown at the studio.
Yeah, we'll do something. I think that will be good.
In the apartment.
Yes,
come back.
Finally. Get some
We've got
rest.
a flight at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we do have to get out of here at about 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long one. So
we're just gonna order some food and chill.
What was that?
We've bought so much.
Yeah, we've bought so much stuff.
Like this is nothing, but we've got like 4 dual stuff.
Yeah,
I've got from the club up, Gibraltar Club have asked for stuff. We've got books. We've got like everything. Yeah, it's not gonna fit.
It's gonna be a miracle.
Chris's armatures.
Yeah.
So some secret stuff.
So it's been an amazing day. I was on the live stream as well.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Catch him out on the Twitch stream from Games Workshop.
Yeah, you can rewatch that.
It'll be it's a fantastic game against some amazing death watch as well.
Against the guy that actually won Best Painted Army. So it's been like everything.
It's been a great day.
It's like
a good day.
I think it's been the best.
It was like a bit like I got in. I was really sleepy, and then like this guy comes up to me and what's his name? It's one of the guys that normally comes out on Warhammer TV. And he's like, what's his name now? Let me just check quickly. Let me just quickly
But it was, I think Wade.
Yeah. So he comes to me, hey, morning, Pardo, do you mind coming into the live stream? And I said, yes, sure. But my brain wasn't like
working.
In the live stream, but it was really chilled game. The guy was amazing.
That's the best thing about these events. You meet some great players, some great people.
I've met new people, I've met old friends.
Yeah,
5th position.
It's fantastic.
Played against the best painted army in the event. Was on the live stream. It can't get better.
No,
yeah,
it was a perfect day. And Liverpool won 3-1, so I'm happy with that. So
yeah.
And with that, we'll end the video. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, we'll attach a video at the where you're watching this. So in the next couple of minutes, you'll actually see us in the studio and talking a bit in depth about the games.
Yeah, definitely. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video.
Peace.
And we'll catch you now. Bye.
And here we have it. Mission accomplished.
We did it. We did it.
So we all qualified, especially Shaggy and DC, which was the whole purpose of traveling to Nottingham and getting qualified.
Crazy.
Because all 4 of us will be at the Heats finals
For my birthday.
January 10th.
For your birthday.
So we fly on the 10th, and the event is on the 11th.
So it's Shaggy's birthday, so make sure you take presents, loads of presents, gold,
Diamonds.
diamonds,
That's fine.
Forge World vouchers, you know, all the expensive stuff. So yeah, that was mission accomplished. Really, really cool event.
Yes.
You
amazing.
finished in
I finished
26th?
25th, 26th,
More or
like
less.
that. Yeah.
you just
34th.
34th and only 36 qualified.
35
35 qualified, and I finished in 5th position. So I was really happy with that.
Well done.
So yeah, I wanted the
You wanted
go into
top
the
10.
top 10, and I finished in 5th. So I was really happy
top
with that.
5.
So yeah, really, really cool event.
Yep.
As you saw in the vlog, we started talking. We had to shut up GC because he was just going, and Shaggy had.
I'm so excited.
Shaggy had his
so
hand like
excited.
that, and he was like, "I'm like, okay, let's talk about this at the end."
Yeah.
So what we're gonna quickly do to finish off this Heat 4 review is we're quickly gonna go through.
Yep.
Our key units, some key units that you didn't like, you wouldn't take, something quick just to finish off the video. So I think I'll start quickly.
Yeah, start off.
So, I did change my lists days before going. I was going to use Hellblasters because I've always used Hellblasters. I always actually use 2 units of Hellblasters, but they're just too expensive, and I was really happy with the change. So, man of the match were just my intercessors with the Stalker Bolt rifles.
Oh my god.
Firing against vehicles, -3 as from turn 1, damage 3 with Imperial Fists.
Crazy.
They were the ones that
Crazy.
were finishing off vehicles, finishing off dreadnoughts. They were so good, and I just had 3 units of 5. Like, I'm taking so many more to the finals. if I take the fists, because I haven't
decided yet.
I'm contemplating on taking either the Nids or the new Necrons. So let's see what I do. A couple of extra units that I think I should mention. Obviously, the Mortis Contemptors were absolutely amazing. But this bad boy here, the Leviathan, I stopped using him a couple of months ago because they are just very expensive. They are 300 points with the 2 storm cannons and can get more than that. But now with the new doctrine, Imperial Fist doctrine, where I'm getting +1 to damage on these storm cannons, which are already -2 damage 2, they're suddenly -3 damage 3
against vehicles.
I was paying 2 CP for Tank Hunter again, which +1 to wounds. So I was wounded knights on 4s. I was re-rolling 1s because my lieutenant was always there. I was re-rolling to hit. It was a mess. Everything I fired at, I just destroyed. I just destroyed. There was no point in even rolling. Like, it was crazy. Like, boom, disappear, boom, disappear. And Wisdom of the Ancient, I think it is, which is halves the damage.
No, Wisdom of the Ancient is reroll.
Yeah, reroll. The half damage strat, Duty's Eternal. Duty's Eternal on a Leviathan where it halves the damage. It's so good. Like, a las cannon would go through, roll the d6, damage 6, suddenly it's 3. You know, it's so good. So that made my Leviathan go on to either the entire game or move on to turn 3, turn 4 even, and still shooting at 4+ ballistic skill. Beast. Some things that I didn't like, quickly, I'll just mention some of those. So my Smash Captain died every turn, didn't do absolutely anything. On 2 occasions he died from Overwatch.
No way.
From Overwatch,
Really?
2 occasions he died. Once he died against some aggressors, which obviously it can happen because there's a lot of shots coming from them. And then the other one was against Stalker Bolt rifles, firing back at me. They are damaged too. I failed some invulnerable saves. I remember re-rolling one of them with a 3+. Still failed, dead, Smash Captain. So Will I take him again? I don't know. I mostly used him to capture objectives more than actually smashing stuff.
Is he worth that?
But is he worth it? I don't know.
Aggressors?
Yeah, aggressors. They're very, very good, don't get me wrong. But do they work with Crimson Fists? I know I'm exploding on 6s with the Stormbolt gauntlets at the bottom, but I think there's much better things that I would take before. There's much better things that I would take.
Yeah.
They are amazing.
It works well.
They did do okay, but I would just take more intercessors instead.
I think especially with the current meta. I mean, they would be great if there were more Horde armies, but
I think they work really, really well, or they work better with Salamanders, with the Flamers. They work better with Ultramarines, because if they get into combat, even though they have a lot of more attacks now, they can still fall back and shoot.
Not only that, but they can move and still shoot everything,
yeah,
as if nothing.
And as well, they're very good with Raven Guard, because there's a lot of stratagems and warlord traits where they can actually get into the lines much, much quicker. Moving over, we've got some scouts. Very, very good idea of me taking them last moment, because they were capturing objectives. They were giving me a bit more board control, and there's a couple of tricks which caught people by surprise. On the second game against the guy that came second, I actually hid them behind a ruin. I moved them up after the 9-inch deployment, and I actually charged his 5-man Centurion squad through the ruins. No Overwatch.
Nice.
So that meant that his 5 Centurions were not actually shooting the mortal wound outputs with the stratagem. So very good little tricks here and there which I used.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I have said already that these were my man of the match, but Pedro Canto, without a doubt, was the man of the event.
Yeah, you just like the model.
Apart from that, when I got into combat with my intercessors, +1 to attacks, so good, and just the chapter master rule of re-rolling everything is what was winning me the games. So yeah, that's a little review about my list, what I liked, what I didn't like. And yeah, we'll move on to Shaggy now.
Yeah, so I think everyone knows my list of all the games we've played, and if you haven't seen them, I mean, go watch
some on
them.
YouTube, there's some on SM+, so make sure you check them out.
The best thing about the list, I would say all the troops, they did what they were meant to, capture objectives. They helped me out in the last game. In the first games, they were distractions as well. And they did do what they were meant to do, just capture objectives and just start shooting when they could. The Scout Sentinels were great. They got me line breaker most of the time. If I did get line breaker, it was because of them. They just sneak around behind. You don't notice them. I mean, one of the times, I think was game 3 against the Plague Bearers. He was like, yeah, what are you doing with that? And it's like, oh, cheeky line breaker. So that's what they're designed for. That's what they do. And they work. The command squads, they didn't do that much. I'm not too happy.
But you have them there just because of the brigade. So maybe it's time to do a double battalion.
Maybe.
And not have tax on those brigades.
The thing is, I don't need them because I've got the 3 Psychers anyway.
That's what I mean.
I've got the brigade anyway.
You've got the grenade.
So I had them for the points because they're cheap. But they don't do much. So
not worth it.
They're not worth it. They're not that much worth it. So I might drop them, put a heavy squad in. I'll have to decide later on. Man of the match, I would say, would be my Basilisks.
Yeah, they're so good.
They're just great with the...
I hate them.
Yes, you do.
I hate them.
The Vigilist attachments.
I hate the fact that you can't hide from them.
You can't.
That's what kills my soul. It's like, as soon as I don't have anything with enough range to hit them, I'm like,
that's it, game over.
What's the point of having terrain on the table?
The funny thing is,
sad.
the great thing about them is now with I've been using them with the Emperor's Wrath Vigilist attachment, shooting them twice. I make sure I shoot at the unit that I've put the +1 to hit. That's 3s to hit, and if not, I've got a strat for 2 command points to reroll to hit anyway. So they're MVP. Another notable mention is the tank commander with the relic battle cannon, which is from the other Vigilist attachment. That thing is solid. I mean, 3 damage is excellent.
It's scary.
And obviously Pask. I love Pask. My Warlords and her Warlord trait was amazing. Old Grudges is the best thing since Sliced Bread. Rerolling to wound against anything is stupid. so I'll keep it forever. And yeah, I mean, I think the list worked well. There's things I can do to make it better. Playing in a tournament like this always helps. It always brings extra ideas as to how you play. I know now to sit back better against units that can get close to me quick. And then if I'm playing against Imperial Fist, I'll just shake the guy's hand and carry on.
It was a really good. There was a lot of good players. It was a shock tank actually. It was like, there was a lot of brutal list, a lot of good players, and that's where you learn, man. Those are events you actually learn.
We came last time to Heat 4, and last Heat 4 it wasn't as bad. Last Heat 4 was the stragglers who wanted to qualify last minute. The guys who wanted to come with fluffy lists because they've already qualified.
It wasn't as strong as this year. Definitely
this was all out.
There was Lawrence Baker was there. There was so many good players. There was a lot of the ITC England team there as well. What's your name? What's his name? The guy that came third?
Simon?
No, third. Always wears the suit. What's his name? Really nice guy. Manny.
Manny's a lovely guy.
So hi Manny, if you're watching. Special shout out because he's a really, really nice guy.
Lovely guy.
So lastly, we've got DC. So, what happened?
Okay, so my army is word bearers. People hopefully know this by now when they're watching. I love them. They are the greatest legion. My army is word bearers themed.
In the fluff.
My knights are word bearers themed. Thank you to Martin. Shout out for the amazing paint jobs that he's done on them. However, my man of the match was an Iron Warrior. My only character, well, I have two characters. My two characters, the entire army, were Iron Warriors because I had to take an Iron Warriors battalion. The list
doesn't that mean that woodbearers aren't the best?
The list wouldn't work, and this is the state of word bearers now, which is unfortunate to say. The state of where we're at is the list just simply doesn't work if you put in two word bearers characters instead. And it's all down to the warlord trait.
Fill us, Bubble.
Cold and bitter. I would have lost hands down every single game if I took a Dark Apostle of word bearers instead of Iron Warriors. So he is unfortunately my MVP.
Makes no sense. It should be the other way around.
They should be the other way around. Exactly. But his cold and bitter 6-inch bubble. I kept my cultists in there. Things like narrow the search. Things like 4 pillars. Whatever we needed. They just weren't running away. They were sticking on those objectives.
So good.
Otherwise, they would have ran away.
Yeah, they just run away.
Easily. They're low morale. Shot a couple of them off.
If you're going to spam cultists, you need a way of either taking a baton and making them fearless, making something like that. Because I think that's the only two things you can actually take. To make them fearless.
And he was an absolute tank. Exoskeleton to give him a 2+ armor save. He had a 4+ invulnerable save. He had a prayer to give him D3 wounds back every turn. He healed a wound back every turn. He was nigh on unkillable.
So good.
And then he makes all the cultists fearless, which is a shame because I would have loved to have taken my Malik, the word bearer, the Dark Apostle. It wouldn't have worked, which hurts my heart. But hopefully,
we've got some new rules coming out soon.
The new rules, but the fundamental changes need to be made. Otherwise, word bearers we're still going to be at the bottom of the pile.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what comes up.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So
I have faith.
So you're the cultist warrior.
No, the cultists
it was just him.
It was just him. The cultists did their job. Thermal cannons are really swingy. They're 55 points, so they're cheap. But
the D6, I hate
D6. Hate D6.
It's like when you want them the most to hit, it's when you roll a 1 or 2. You know, and you don't want that. I prefer solid 3 shots where I know constantly what the outcome we're going to be with 3 shots. Than a D6, you know.
You can put a math hammer then.
They did their job. They fired stuff. They kept people occupied. The Rampager just blew up every turn. I mean, combat-wise, it was pretty much useless.
You were blowing it up.
I was blowing it up. He went full on, just suicide bombed over there and just wiped out whole sections of the enemy. But man of the match, it's just the warlord. He did his job perfectly, and he scored me all the points. So,
you're not happy. You weren't happy with. Or everything
it was almost
that was it.
Same.
That was almost the same.
Not a lot of different units.
No, it was pretty standard.
2 HQs, 3 units of cultists,
and my 3 knights. And I wouldn't have kept the knights as they were actually because they did what they needed to do.
Well, it's scary, so it doesn't take. I would shoot at that. So.
And that's the plan.
Cool. So, guys, that's our Heat 4 review. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll catch you back in the next event review. See you soon.